What's going on? How's everybody doing? Says here Kevin can't make it. He had to do some family business. So I hope we see you next week, Kevin. Take care. Who else we got in here? Turlo's Garage. What's going on, buddy? Who else we got in here? Let's see here. Yep. We got says we have 6 right now. Somebody say hello. Hello. We had a good week. We really didn't work on the car all that much. We got some done. We got us a new welder. I hope you guys saw the video. Jeff, what's going on? Eric, what's going on, dude? Howie Mook. Yo, Andy, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we went ahead and got us a new welder for the shop. The other welder, there's nothing wrong with it. It was handcuffing us. We couldn't do what we needed to do, and I don't like that. So I want to give it to my brother-in-law. He can use it for welding his mower decks and stuff. It'll be good for that. Hey, Paul, what's going on? Country boy, congratulations, dude. I seen you shot up over 1,500, man. Now you're going to be a rock star. Don't forget about old BW when you make it big. Well, so Bob Mack, what's happening, brother? Hi, Kim. So Kim bought me these nice shirts, and I try to rotate them, and I had my nice gray one on, and I was moving the table over, and I got a big stain of iced tea on it, so I had to take it in the house, change shirts real quick. Floyd, thanks for stopping by, Floyd. Thanks, country boy. I appreciate it. I'm proud of you, man. You're putting out some good videos. I enjoy them. You deserve it, brother. Dab Life, what's going on? Brian, what's going on? I'm glad you got your shirt, brother. Yeah, I got the notification too, Brian, but I was setting up. I'm going to watch it after we're done. Yay, what's going on, Robert? So I don't know. I guess you guys, maybe some of you, most of you got to see our last video. We got a new welder. We really happy with it so far. I mean, I'm going to try it out under the car maybe tomorrow. We got a little bit of stuff to do down the house, and I was going to come home and I was going to see how it does out of position. Flat on the table, it's beautiful. So we got to see how it does on the vertical, horizontal, and overheads. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's the best banging. I mean, at least, like, I was happy with the TIG welder we got about a year or so ago, and I'm figuring, you know what? They're having a sale. Eastwood puts out a decent product. They really do. Thank you, country boy. Hey, what's going on, Chris? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. But I'll tell you, I liked it. It's nice. I only welded 4 welds with it so far. I made those cleats for Kim for her wind sails on our gazebo out there. It was a good thing I need to test it out on it. Smooth. So yeah, I'm going to try to get these 3 are welded up. Oh, guess what? Our leathers came in. I'm going to try to mess with our sign this weekend and see if I can get that going. Start featuring channels. I think I can't. The letters that we got, they look like they're going to work. I think they'll fit inside that thing. I'm going to try to get the yellowing out of the where the letters go in. They slide in. There's a little bit of yellowing. I'm going to try to get that out the best I can, and then we'll feature channels on there like we talked about. I think that'll be fun to do. Hey, thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out after we're done here, Bri. I'll tell you what, Andy, I give you all the credit in the world digging that rust out of there. A lot of people cover that stuff over. I can't either. I'd lose sleep. So you're the same as me in that way. You can't just let it in there, and I'm the same way. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, man. They look good. I bought some metallic paint for them. Just spray. I'm going to spray bomb them. I mean, they're under the car, but yeah, I bought them at I guess it's like a silver metallic. So I'm gonna paint them up, see how they look. There was no way to paint them today, man. I don't know if you guys will hear the doors rattling. We're having some nasty winds today, so we'll try to get them painted maybe tomorrow or Sunday. And then I got some of that hammered paint. I don't know if is Grady in here yet. I ain't seen Grady. Grady sent us this little toolbox. We're gonna sandblast it out, and then we're gonna paint it in that hammer paint that they got, in the spray can. We're gonna paint it out with that, and after it dries out, then we'll try to get some cool stuff, some cool graphics to get Kim to put on there. Penatang. See, Bri, that's short. the whole name. my postmaster looked at it and it's like, I never heard of this. I'm like, I said, apparently it's real. That's a hard word to write. But anyway, yeah, I was telling you guys, I'm getting get this sign going this weekend too. I'm going to at least play with it a little bit. I want to start. We're gonna start featuring a channel. I haven't quite figured out how I want to do that just yet, but I definitely want to like put their name on the sign. We'll show it in our video, and I don't know, maybe get with the person and take clips from their last video and talk about it together on like Wednesdays or something. I'm not sure yet. I mean, my time is like crunched right now, but I want to do something cool like that, and see how it goes. Gareth Madowney, I got some wind here too. Thanks for coming by, brother. I appreciate it. Always nice to see new people coming in. Iris Guinness. Those are southerly winds. Yeah, something like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, something fun like that. So we'll do something, it's like, and everybody can participate, talk about it, and it'll be something fun to try to do. I'm going to see what we can do. We almost made 70 today, but you wouldn't know it with the wind. Ooh, I'm glad we're done with snow for a year. At least I think we are. I hope so. Our leaves are green, so I hope it's in the rear view mirror. Now, Andy, when you say 40, is that Fahrenheit or is that Celsius? Because I don't. Hey, what's going on, Chevy Shane? Thanks for coming by. 40 Celsius would be okay. 40 Celsius, that'd be pretty hot, right? Okay. See, there you go. There's the transfer. I really should have paid attention in science class, I probably should know that stuff. I just never committed anything to memory like that, but I appreciate you guys knowing because then you keep me informed. Let's see. Pull this out of my pocket. Yeah, so I'm hoping that welder performs as good as it did it in the flat position. We'll see how it does out of position. Last thing I want to do is pull that rear out. Even if it performs well, I still may have to pull it out because as tight as it is where I showed you guys in that video between the spring plate and there, it's like this much room. I should be able to reach up in there. But the other side is the actual perches for the rear. That's going to be really tight to try to get to. But we'll do what we can do. I'll have to do the outside. If I can do it under the car, I'll have to do the outside of the purchase. When I get the car back down on the ground, I'll jack it up and I got to pull the tire off. I think it'll be a little bit easier to get behind there. We'll see. Worst case scenario, I got to take the rear out. It's just a pain in the butt, when I'm by myself trying to do that, because it's not a, it's not true center. The third member is like a little bit, it's offset. You guys know that it favors to the driver's side with the ones, so it doesn't. It's not fun by yourself. Short answer. I'm going to have to everybody's got post office boxes. I guess I'm eventually going to have to get one. I've been fortunate enough to meet a really great group of people, but I guess for personal security, you should have the post office box. I guess with my big dog and my gun, I don't want to do much. Hey, what's going on, Brent? What's happening? Hey, listen, Brent, I didn't make it to the post office till Tuesday. So I'm hoping you get your stickers maybe Monday or Tuesday of this coming week. I like to usually try to get there on Monday, but I didn't get there till Tuesday this week. Yeah, it's tough, Chris, wrestling that stuff around by yourself when you got a big lump of weight like that. Oh, Eric, I got my rear from a local guy, Alan, 8 and 9 rears. He's over in Jersey. I don't know where you're located at, but if you're in the area, if you're in the tri-state area, I could definitely hook you up with him. He's a great guy. He built my rear from scratch for me. I bought my tires and rims, okay, and I mocked them up underneath the car. I had them mounted, obviously, and then I put them up underneath the wheel wells and centered them up. And I took my measurement from rim face to rim face, and we started to build my rear from that measurement. Come out really good. Oh, okay. Yeah, my guy's local. I can only suggest, I'm sure that you have somebody in your area that builds rears. Yeah, you sure do. Pinch points will get you, Chris. Pinch points will get you. Yo, what's going on, Cozy? Everything's going wonderful on this end. I hope things are going good with you. Cameron, thanks for stopping by, brother. All right, all our buddies are starting to get in here now. We're missing Kevin L tonight. He had some family business. Let's see. There we go. So what's everybody else's projects going? We got, is Mike in here yet? Did anybody see Mike's last video? He got himself a Chevelle he's going to be working on. And Cameron's got his truck. And now we got our Robert. Now you got yourself a split bumper, man. You got a lot of fire. You got a lot of what do they call it? Rods in the fire or irons in the fire. You got a lot of irons in the fire, brother. Ernest, what's going on? Oh man, that's great to hear, Ernest. Good deal, brother. I'm going to try to get mine almost ready, and then I'm going to reach out for help with my body because I'm not a body guy. I'm not going to pretend to be. I'm definitely going to dive in and participate, but I'm going to get the sheet metal as close as I can, and then then we'll see. We'll have somebody with the real feel for it have a look at it. The sticker grab. That's cool, Robert. That's cool. It's a cool car, though, man. I always liked the second generation Camaros. I had a later one. I had a '79 for a while, and I enjoy that style car. The whole, the Trans Ams and the Camaros from that era. You guys just had that big swap meet. We got that one similar in our area at Carlisle. I should have went. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, I do know why. I was kind of busy, but I'll go next year. Because there's a lot of YouTube channels that go, like Iron Trap. They go, and he just had his video, and he was talking about meeting a YouTube channel from the Pittsburgh area called Iron City. So, he ended up buying stuff from them because they do that. They'll run around, they'll get there real early and run around and try to find a bunch of cool stuff to buy up to put in their booth. So you got to be quick at some of them swap meets, man. It don't take long. '77 Thunderbird on hydros. Now, how do they do a body integrity test? I guess they go around and with they got one of those gauges that look for amounts of Bondo, or because I visually I know you could see the rust if there's rust. Yeah, like a depth. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, magnet. I'll tell you one thing though. You go to like look at a car or something. I know they have a gauge because a lot of people don't want you sticking magnets on their paint. I remember I was up at there's a bar like right around the corner from the house up the street here, and they have a big car show every year. And I had my Camaro up there, and it was just around the time I decided, let me go ahead and get that thing kicked down the road. And that's when I was wanting to buy the '55 Chevy. So, I took it up there and I put a for sale sign in it. It's a car show. That's what people do. And I had this guy look at it and he acted interested. So, okay, he's interested. He opened and closed my passenger door like 5 times. And on the 5th time, he slammed it. And I just stopped him. I said, dude, don't touch my car again. Oh, I'm just looking at. No. You're all done looking. And then he has the audacity to text me 15 minutes later and lowball me. It's like, thanks, dude. No, thank you. Some people, man, but magnet is a good way, but you start going like this around somebody's car with a magnet and they got a decent paint job, they're going to get upset. I promise you that. You meet some people have a lot of let me tell you another story. A guy from my work, he told me this. He was with his buddy, and they both had nice cars. He had it was a satellite, Hemi Satellite. He built it himself, and it took him 30 years to put this car together. And when I say 30 years, he drove it in between, but he built the engine from scratch. It was a Hemi car. And his buddy had a nice car too, and they had it at a car show. And they wanted to walk around and check out everybody else's cars. They come back, and there's some lady sitting in his buddy's car on the passenger seat eating. She needed somewhere to sit down to eat. So she just opened up his show car, sat down in the passenger seat, and started eating. Now, how would you react to that? I don't think I could keep my cool. But apparently he just said, "Get out of my car," and she considered him rude. And it's like, you're eating food in a show car without permission, just sitting down. I'll tell you what, I don't think I could have kept my cool. I'd probably have lost my marbles. I mean, it's a lady, so you can only do so much, but it's like, get the heck out of my car, except not using, those words. Gordon, what's going on? That's my brother-in-law. Hey, Gordon, your new welder's over there sitting on the table. I found all the extra components for it. You're going to have to get a bottle, though. I'm keeping my bottle. You're getting my brand new gauge, though, because I'm keeping the flow meter gauge I bought off of Amazon. It works good, too. Yeah. Could you imagine? Okay, that's cool, brother. I wanted to ask a favor anyway. I got to get molding in the next week or two for that house, and it can only come in 16 foot. So I either A, wanted to know if I could borrow your trailer, or B, if you got a ladder rack on that van of yours, if you could just run me down there to get them one day after work. My little 6-foot bed ain't going to get it done. Don't mean to put you on the spot on the internet or anything, brother, but 32 coupe. Oh, I appreciate that, Gore. Just let me know when you got a free minute, because I know you're a busy man. I'm down there every night after work. Yeah, the audacity of some people, like, cause that's one of the things. Like, if you go to a car show now, you shouldn't. You really, as much as you want to go look at everybody's stuff, it's kind of like you're paranoid to walk away from your stuff because of the ignorant people out there. They're just rude. And then you have the people with like 7 kids and they want to just touch everything. I was at a car show one time, and I come back and there was handprints all over my car. Brian, you know what? I didn't. I completely forgot until you just wrote that down. I got to write that down. I do want to check that out. I completely blanked it out, because, like, when I go in the house after I've talked to everybody, then the next thing you know, I think last week I ended up going in and I was checking out the Rat Rod Bob's videos, and I ended up watching 3 or 4 of them and subscribing. I can't remember if that was you or Andy or somebody told me to check his stuff out, and I went to sleep and I completely forgot about that. And I'll go in there and I'll check that out tonight. The Hot Rods on Facebook. Hot Rod Company on Facebook. I'll check it out. Hey, what's going on? Let me see. I just saw. Back up a little bit. Gorney, what's going on, brother? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is a good show, Andy. I agree. I ended up watching like 3 or 4 of his things. I like the way he thinks, man. He doesn't go with conventional stuff. I watched that latest one where he's making that door using pieces of pipe and radiuses and bending it in. It's kind of cool. He's got an imagination. But I did enjoy. I subscribed to his channel. I think it was you, Andy, wasn't it, that told me? Whoever it was, thanks. Because I mean, I ended up watching a few of his videos. He's a cool dude. Cool. Somebody just sent me some cool stuff. I don't know if you're in here, Dave, but somebody just sent me some cool cars to look at on Instagram. One looks like this one kind of looks like what Puglisi's got, but with the big 20s. Is that a Pontiac? I can't. It almost looks like, an old Monte Carlo, but what is that from the side? Come on, there's some smart people in this room. I'm trying to pay attention. What's going on, 57 pickup truck? I'm trying to pay attention. I didn't know if whoever was sending me that stuff, I didn't know if they're in here, Andy. I try to acknowledge everything. Yeah, he is a smart guy, Chris. Okay, Dad Life. Cool. Well, that's some cool stuff. Hold on a minute. I don't want Andy to yell at me. All right, I requested a follow back. I'll check out some more of your pictures in a little bit, Dad. Thanks. See, you see me getting yelled at? There you go. Grady knew what it was. What's going on, Grady? I got Andy yelling at me. I got Dab trying to show me stuff. Andy, come on. All right. It looks like, doesn't that look? But Puglisi Speed Shop, but his has the crusty, what do you call that? Vinyl cover still on it. Looks like you had that one off. Ford's answer to the Monte Carlo, or it's the T-Bird, or vice versa, really. I know. I've been told even by my own wife, Andy, I can't do two things at once. Yeah, mid to late 70s. I like those big old boats, man. They were so comfortable, whether it be that Thunderbird or a Monte Carlo or a Continental, those big old plush seats that you could sit back in and just tool around in. Remember in the 80s, my dad had a Olds Delta 88. That thing was a boat, man, but it was plush. It was sweet to drive. If he ever wanted to get us out of the house, he'd just give us the keys of that and let us ride it around. We'd all get in trouble because it was, when they first come out with those phones in the car, he was doing real estate, so he had a phone in there. Don't let nobody touch that. We're going to let all the girls call up whoever they that was like a novelty back then, 78, 79. See that? Grady knows his stuff. He's right on top of it. It is a nice looking car, Dad. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Yo, Larry, what's going on? Another snowstorm. Sorry, brother. You Canadian guys, you guys are tough, man. I'd lose my mind if I had to deal with that much snow. See, that just sounds fun. I'm not exactly a circle track bombers. That just sounds fun, man. That's what I want to start doing. Look at this. I want to just start racing shit. I want to have some fun. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Bart, if you're watching. I cussed. Let me see here. Don't yell at me, Andy. I'm doing something important. All right, guys. Sticker time. Between 1 and 24, your chances are good. We're having a slow night. I got 3 stickers. I got this one in the round and in the rectangle, and we got our sweet little BW Garage, all vinyl stickers. So enter your chance to win. Guess a number between 1 and 24. Oh, Jeff Bittner. Jeff Bittner won. Jeff Bittner. The first number 11 I saw was from Jeff. Congratulations, Jeff. All right. That was a quick one tonight. Jeff Bittner. Listen, Jeff, go to our homepage. In the About section is my email. Shoot me an email with your address, and I'll mail this stuff out to you. I'll also put my email in the lobby like I always do. It also works for Gmail, jedclampett32@yahoo.com or jedclampett32@gmail.com. They're both good emails, and they both link directly to my phone. You were close, Cameron. You were right after Jeff. Jeff. I imagine everybody's going to win them eventually. Larry, I mailed those a month ago, brother. I mean, if they don't come in the next couple weeks, I'll resend them to you, brother. I mailed those. I want to say beginning of April. Go in there and look. I got a note on it. Sometimes they say it depends on what mail distribution hub stuff goes to. It could sit there for a month. I heard the lady trying to explain it to somebody in front of me. It's weird. Brian got his T-shirt in 8 days. He's all the way on the other side and up in Canada. Mike got his. You're West Coast Canada, right, Brian? I'll remail them, Larry. I don't want you to be without, man. That ain't cool. It's only $1.20 to throw them in an envelope. Believe me, I'd rather owe it to you than cheat you out of it, brother. Yeah, I think I sent them on the 7th of April, or I think it was the 7th. 6th or 7th. It was either the 6th or the 7th of April I sent those. I'm looking at our message on Facebook, and you'd message me. It's like, Brian, you already have it right there. Yeah, we'll give it another couple days. If you don't have them, I'll send it. All right, just shoot me it. Give it to the middle of the week, and if you don't have them, shoot me a message on Facebook, and I'll resend them. Yeah, and I mean it's weird. It's like, and I heard the lady, because there was a person in front of me in line last week. As a matter of fact, it was whenever I was doing Brian's T-shirt, because I had to leave the line and go fill out a customs form, and then while I was waiting, the postal office was explaining to another customer that because they wanted their package, it was a month overdue, and the lady was like, "Look, it could be sitting at a area that has high COVID where there's a bunch of call outs, and it's gonna sit there until they can get to it." So I don't know. I'll send them again if I have to, brother. All right, brother. There's just no. I'll send them again. I won't cheat you out of them, buddy. I don't know what happened. That's pretty cool, Turlo. That's what I want to. I just want to race around. When I'm done this, some people play golf. I just want to race cars. Some people want to go play golf. Some people want to go. I just want to just get on a track and go. Keep your eye out, Larry. They might. Your postal guy might have him smacked on the side of his truck. Thanks, Larry. I appreciate it, man. I love them. I love the way it looks on the car. I can't wait to get them painted up. I'm hoping to have them painted this maybe. We'll see what the weather is tomorrow or Sunday. Today was no way. Wind is just crazy here. I remember when I sent you yours, Andy, they took a long time to get to your place too. It took a month for you to get the stickers when I sent them. That Yeah, I thought about yellow. Uh, One of the guys watches our show told me he thought the orange would look good, and man, I just love silver. I just think that it's going to be classy looking. I still haven't settled on a color on a car. Right now, I'm looking at all the different shades of green that uh, Eastwood has. They got like this thing called the Swamp Monster green. They got this real dark forest green. They got a light metallic. And I'm not even saying I'm painting a car green, but it's like, I get on these kicks. I start looking at different colors. Still don't know what color I want to paint the car yet. Yeah, that's what I just silver. I'm going with silver. I actually was on white for a little bit, Larry. I was thinking, and then I was like, I'm going with metallic silver, I think. We'll try it. Like I said, it's as easy as unbolting them and painting them a different color if I don't like it. I'm not painting my car pink and black, Andy. You first. You paint your Fargo pink. Yeah, there's colors like that. Gorney is like, if you look, the spectrum of colors they have is really cool. I don't know if any of you guys, if you're on Facebook, I love looking at the old 55 through 57 stock cars. Oh man, I love looking at those old stock cars, man. I belong on a group. I just go in there to look at the pictures them guys put up of their old cars. They got dirt track pictures from like stock cars from like the 60s and stuff, and it's just really cool. Really like looking at that kind of stuff. They got I think there's a museum down south somewhere. If I ever get a chance, I'll go down there. I think it's in Georgia. All right, Robert. I don't want to two-tone my car though. I want a solid color. I'm not going to put the belt line on the car. It's gonna be a solid color car. Bass Boat Gold. I know it is, Andy, but like I said, you told me pink. I said you first. What's that, Gordy? I don't know. I'm painting them silver metallic. Is that what that is? I don't. No, it don't. But it looks pretty. That's cool, Larry. Well, that's what color I'm paint. That's what color I'm painting my ladder bars. You learn something new every day. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Robert. Neon green. Ooh, neon green on a Chevelle. I'll look at it. It's your car, Mike. All right, Paul Buckner. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Cool. Is that near you, Mike? We're in northwest Indiana. Yeah, neon like the neon green. That's like a dart or a you would think of it like a dart or an old demon or something like that being painted in the neon. Even like a Challenger or something, right? That's what Mopar did back then. They were all outrageous colors, and they used the cartoon characters. Richard is a fancy boy. He actually is a nice guy. Uh, he actually replied. I wrote something, I don't know, about 2 years ago on Facebook. He was supposed to go to a swap meet in Indiana or in Indianapolis or something like that. And he was apologizing to the people on Facebook that he wasn't going to be able to make it because they closed the airport. There was some kind of ice storm or something. So I commented in there. I said, "Well, why don't you just grab Dennis and pull that old what the heck did they drive? They did that Smokey and the Bandit run way back in the day, him and his buddy, and I can't remember the car now. And I typed it. He laughed. He commented. He goes, "I should." He was a nice guy. So he's reading the comments and seeing what people got to say. I didn't look at it yet, Robert. I saw that because all those TV guys are jumping ship, and they're going to come over here. They're going to crush all us little guys, I guess. Didn't it always work that way? I don't know because nobody watches. I don't watch TV anymore. I blank it out. I always, Kim will have the ball game on or something. I got my headphones on and I'm watching all you guys' videos, trying to catch up with everybody, jumping from video to video. Sometimes I forget to comment, and I apologize, guys, but I am watching your videos. I got to get better at that. Sassy, grassy green. All right, it was like Swamp Monster, and I had the things up on the Google. East. Eastwood green paint. Shag and metallic's a cool color. I was looking at the shag and metallic. I'll see if it'll come up. It's kind of light though. The one I found today, and I'll look for it right after this, was like a when I say forest green, it was really dark. It almost looked black, but it had a little bit of metallic in it. And I thought it was a really cool color. See if I can get this. This is the shaggin. That's the shaggin green, kind of like a dirty green, you know. And it started out, I was looking at flat greens, like not, I don't want to say flat like Andy's, but like satin finish greens. I was looking at that because like the people that make the hot rod black that I'm painting my interior parts with, they have different colors, and I was looking at all their colors, and that started the whole thing. And then I saw something in green that I thought was really cool. Here's the Swamp Monster green. Oh man, oh, I missed Grady's goodbye. I'll have to apologize him to later, Mr. B Real. If you're still watching, sorry. I'm sitting here looking at colors and I didn't see him. He had to go. Here's the Swamp Monster green. It almost, I don't know if you guys could even tell the color on there. It almost looks black. That's called Swamp Monster green. I can't find that. I can't find that forest one right. Let me see if it's. See if I can get it to come up that way. Yeah. That Swamp Monster looks black, so I can only imagine what the other one will look like. Trying to see if I doubt you guys will be able to look at it. The only thing I can tell you is Google it on your phones. Swamp Monster, Eastwood Swamp Monster green. It's a single stage paint, but they mix like 3 different colors to get it. But that's the kick I'm on right now. But see, I got so much time before I get to that. Because after I get done with this ladder bar job, then I'm going to go ahead and jump on the exhaust pipe job. Then once I get done the exhaust pipe job, I want to get up into the cabin. I want to get the dash painted out. I want to put in the noise deadening stuff. And then I want to see if I can get Chop Shop Phil over to help me get this car wired. Then I'm going to pull my front back off. I got a couple corrections I want to make on my front. And then I just want to start spacing all the sheet metal. And I haven't decided. Do you guys think I should put the glass in before I paint the car or after I paint the car? Everybody's got an opinion. It's like you got to mask off really good if you put the glass in. But if you don't put the glass in, then the overspray could get in the car. I don't know. All right, Bob. Everybody says after. Epoxy primer, I think, Robert, because I got to do the same thing, Mike. Where I took the paint off of my fender, it's got a nice light color rust of it. I'm being told epoxy primer because even if you primered clean metal, it'll rust under the primer, but it will not rust under epoxy primer. At least that's what I'm being told in what I've read. Now, when you say cut it in, Mike, you're talking about just painting around where like the glass would go. Put the glass in and then mask it off. Is that how I'm understanding? And I'm not putting my glass in. I'm gonna have there's a guy I met a guy I told you guys that a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna have him come over and put the glass in. I'll do my side glass, but I'm gonna have him do the front and the back. See, I'm being told different stuff here. So your guys are saying, gotcha, Mike. So you guys are saying just primer, you don't put epoxy primer on bare metal? I thought you had to put epoxy primer on bare metal because, am I wrong? I don't want to say something wrong, but I thought you had to put epoxy primer. Well, if you let it sit too long, it gets really hard. Like I might have a little bit of a problem with my dash, but I'm just going to sand it lightly and see what happens. Okay, that's what I thought. You had to use epoxy primer to protect the metal because if you just primer on bare metal, it'll rust underneath the primer. Thanks, country boy. I was reading and I had people telling me that, and I'm no expert. Like I said, I'm going to reach out for help when the body work time comes. But I want to, when I present the car to a body person, I want the sheet metal almost ready. That I think Robert. Yo, how's it going, Scott's Rods? How you doing, Dave? Thanks for stopping by. Robert, I think the idea is to put the epoxy primer on to protect the metal, and then you put like a high build primer on, and that's what you sand to smooth out. It's like a high build primer, and that'll smooth everything out, and then paint that. I don't know. I got to read some more. You know, all of us are sitting here talking about it, but Lakewood Auto Body on YouTube, man, he covers all this stuff. I like watching him too. Okay, Mike. All right. Well, that's what I'll do then, because like I said, I got epoxy that's been sitting on my dash for almost 2 years that the Media Blast guy put on there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of high build primer on there, sand it up, get it nice and smooth, and then I'm going to shoot it with that hot rod black I got in the house. I'm going to epoxy primer those garnishes that Chevelle Ranch give us. Do them the same. And I gotta get the South Tish telling Kim, I gotta get the sound deadening stuff. I gotta get I still haven't seam sealed the car. I need to get that. See, there you go. You certainly may, Scott's Rods, Mr. Dave. I found your question in one of my old videos. I answered it. Dude, sometimes I miss comments. I try to answer them all, but sometimes YouTube hides them from us. Ask away. All right, Jeff. That was another one of my worries, Mike. I leaned mine in. And if you have to bring them back a little bit or forward a little bit, you're all right. You got a little bit of wiggle room there. But I went in with mine. Is there a specific angle? I'm not sure. Maybe 5 or 7 degrees. Mine are a little more than that. What I tried to do with my shock bar was I mimicked the area of where the shock used to go into the body. And I also measured off of the shock bar I bought, that aftermarket shock bar I bought, but I couldn't use. And, it's about 6 inches in. And it looks like, could I get you the exact angle? I guess I could borrow my buddy Bart's angle finder again and get you the exact angle, but you don't want a shock to be straight up and down. I know that. And if you're back or forward a little bit, you're okay, but you want them to go in. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me and tell Dave. I would say inward. I think I have a picture. There's a picture of how mine are. They're both inward. The exact angle, I don't know. I tried to mimic, like I said, I tried to mimic where the stock location was, Dave. And it was also coincided with the aftermarket one I bought. It was about 6 inches in from each side on my frame rails. But I vote inward as well. Okay, Larry, that's cool to know. That's funny. Good deal. Oh, man. Don't forget to email me, Jeff. All right, guys. Well, we're warming up on the last minute of the show. We keep it right at an hour. Good night, Howie. Take care. Like always, man, you guys make my whole week. All right, Jeff, I'll look for that email. You guys help me make the whole week by doing this every Friday night and having a nice little talk session. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody's support. I can't wait till next week already. All right. Everybody have a good weekend. Try to get some stuff done. I'm going to try to get a video out Sunday night. It might not be till midweek again like I did this week, but I'll do the best I can for you. All right. Until next time, Take care, everybody.